This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is 6:53. We are here with the Morning Sprint, kicking off your Friday and the weekend.
Sydney Charles with the latest details in the Moscow murders case.
Destiny Richards is live with a special flag swap so you can properly dispose of your old one and get a bright new American flag.
But let's get right to Emily Bloom for your full forecast to take on the weekend.
Yes, we have some light rain moving through the region right now. It's going to clear out by about the 8 a.m. hour, and then we have mostly cloudy skies and fog for the remainder of your Friday. Another chance of rain as we head into your Saturday. That's going to be tonight, and then a few interruptions through the weekend, but overall pretty nice conditions with those temperatures in the 40s.
And the man accused of killing 4 University of Idaho students waived his right to a timely preliminary hearing. A judge has now set the hearing for June 26th at 9 a.m., ruling that Bryan Kohberger be held without bond until then. Kohberger went before a judge yesterday in his second Idaho court appearance since his arrest in the quadruple murders case. The hearing was mostly procedural, but considered an important step as prosecutors pushed towards a trial. His attorney, Ann Taylor, asked the judge for a late June hearing, which gives her time to go through the discovery process and sort through all the evidence that's been collected. The preliminary hearing on June 26 will possibly last 5 days.
And tonight you can catch a 2-hour-long 2020 special on the Moscow murders. It'll have exclusive interviews with the family of the victims and those who knew and know Bryan Kohberger. You can watch right here on ABC starting at 9 o'clock, followed by 4 News Now Nightside.
Well, the amount of people living at Camp Hope is now just more than 200, but more than 600 people were living there just 6 months ago. And big changes are underway to make sure the camp doesn't grow again. The camp, packed with tents, now has empty areas where people once lived. Later today, an excavator is scheduled to clear out piles of trash. And with more space created, those tents will be moved closer together. Once the tents are moved closer together, the Department of Transportation plans to move the fencing in as well to better reflect the new perimeter of the camp. Julie Garcia, Jules Helping Hands, says the goal is to have that fencing moved by next week.
Children's mental health is an issue our schools are having to address. It's one of the main topics the Washington State Superintendent talked with lawmakers about. The Central Valley School District is implementing new curriculums to help students get ahead, and this includes focusing on the mental health of its students by partnering with 2 mental health agencies. You can read more about that and a new math curriculum being implemented in the district by finding the story on KXLY.com.
Well, more classified documents were found at President Biden's Wilmington, Delaware home. That discovery comes days after Attorney General Merrick Garland announced classified records were discovered at a private office President Biden once used. In response, the Attorney General has appointed a special counsel to oversee the investigation. Former Maryland U.S. Attorney and Trump appointee Robert Hur is now on the case. The White House counsel's office has put out a statement about the special counsel review, saying, quote, "We are confident a thorough review will show that these documents were inadvertently misplaced, and the president and his lawyers acted promptly upon discovery of this mistake."
This morning, we're partnering with BECU for the Great American Flag Swap. It's your opportunity to come to 3 different locations and get a brand new American flag traded out from your old flag. If it's old, tattered, has some wear and tear, this is at 3 different BECU locations. Trade out that 3x5 flag and again, get a new one courtesy of Uncle Sam's Flag and Gift. There are just 25 at each location, so they're expected to go fast. You can see our website, KXLY.com, for more info.
Lisa Marie Presley, the only child of Elvis Presley, has died of an apparent cardiac arrest. That's according to her mother, Priscilla Presley. The announcement came just hours after Priscilla Presley had confirmed her daughter was rushed to the hospital. Lisa Marie was 54 years old. Coverage on her death will continue on Good Morning America.
Spokane County Sheriff's deputies arrested an 18-year-old woman for stabbing a man at a North Spokane apartment. The sheriff's office says Kelsey Aitken attacked the man during an argument inside her apartment at Fairwood Drive and Mill Road. The man was stabbed in the arm multiple times.
And most of the nation is experiencing fewer traffic fatalities, but Washington is seeing an increase. The Washington Traffic Safety Commission says more than 700 people died last year in car crashes. More than 30% of those deaths were caused by impaired drivers. Lawmakers are looking at lowering the blood alcohol limit from 0.08 to 0.05%. The Traffic Safety Commission says this bill will help lower traffic deaths. You can read more about that on KXLY.com. And we'll be back with a final check of weather with Emily Bloom coming up for you right after this quick break.